Yeah, about 28 years.
28 years. So today I said it wrong. I said 30 years. So 28.
Well, 28 going on 30.
So
yeah.
so that's good. Yeah. So 28 years. Wow, that's. But we are still young though, because I don't like old stuff. So,
Yeah.
so please don't calculate my ears. It's 28. That is, just came too quickly, so fast. Yes, but one of the things that we're going to be talking about is about two things that we feel like is important for marital couples to know, and that is respect, right?
Respect.
Respect. Yeah. So respect. So why is respect so important? From women's perspectives, what will you say?
Yeah, I think it's very, very important to respect each other.
Why? Because no, so what my wife was saying, it is very important to respect each other. So what I want to know is, and for us too as men, it is also important to respect each other. But in what areas? For us, I think for men, before I talk about it, I feel like the way we respect each other is by respecting is like the way I respect you means the way I treat you. Would that be correct?
Yeah.
What do you say to that?
The way you talk to me, will show me whether you respect me or you don't respect me, and vice versa.
Yes.
The way I talk to you.
Yes.
Yeah, especially when issues come and we are trying to resolve it. Yeah, how do you do it?
Yes, especially when issues come. Sometimes when people stress out, they just let it go. People say, I talk my mind. I say, when are you going to talk your heart? So when issues come, the way we talk about it can mean whether we respect you. I feel like on a whole, you can know that somebody respects you, even though sometimes we fall short or sometimes we make mistakes. And I think if you can come back and repair it, it's also important. But if it always becomes a lifestyle, then the other party feel like you don't respect. That makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. We should be writing stuff down.
Okay, so my wife says we should be writing stuff down. Because like for me, I have to prepare before I talk. Right?
You actually don't have to prepare before you talk.
Oh, I don't have to prepare.
No, you don't, because it comes very freely to you. For me, it doesn't.
Okay.
I forget easily.
Okay.
So I have to have stuff down.
Oh, so she have to have stuff down. So we actually also having fun, Actually having fun today because it's Valentine's Day and we have to have fun. The whole idea is not to make it too, psychological as a psychologist, no, but to make it fun also. So that's why I'm not cutting anything short. I'm not, we just wanted to feel free and enjoy the conversation. So we're talking about
respect.
Respect, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we are saying that during issues time, that is where you really, 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 really have to. I remember one time I told my wife that I feel like maybe I will write something because I don't want the preaching voice to come, because sometimes the preaching voice want to come. So I really want to. So I think you have to be conscious.
Yeah, of whatever you are saying, and I also think that sometimes each person defines disrespect differently.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody might say something, and to you don't think that you are disrespecting them, but they will feel disrespected.
Yes.
Yeah, so you have to know your spouse and how they take things. Yeah.
I call it particulars. You have to know your spouse particulars. And that is very, very important. And that leads to knowing your communication style. What phrases and words and action mean to you. And a lot of that have to do with my past. For example, if somebody abused me in a certain way, and you try to do something and you have no intention to abuse me, immediately you say, oh, it reminds me of something. If somebody said I look, negative words used to come to me from my mother, my father, and my spouse, you have to be very careful how you communicate along that lines. So know what disrespect means to somebody, to your spouse, and that helps you to know how to. That's a good point.
Yeah, and people hurt differently. So something you'll say or something I will say that might not hurt me might hurt you.
Yes.
Yeah. So
you have to know that. Yeah. Something that may hurt me may not hurt you. Something that may hurt you may not hurt me. And that is why when your spouse is saying something bother her or him, you have to don't think that because it doesn't bother me, it should not bother you.
Yeah. That is and you'll be like,
why?
Why should this?
Why should this bother you?
Yeah.
And when we broaden that scope to another area, let's say your spouse come back from work, and he says, my manager said this. Oh, so just forget it. I don't know why she needs to bother you. Really? Remember what Raymond's wife? What did Raymond's wife told Raymond?
It bothers me that it bothers me.
It bothers me that it bothers me. It bothers me that it bothers me. And the story was that I think Raymond his wife helped him write something for graduation, I think. And
oh no, she didn't help him write anything, but he was receiving an award, and when he got it, he thanked everybody in the family.
Yeah.
Except the wife.
Yeah.
So he didn't mention the wife's name.
Yes.
Yeah, and the wife was bothered about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when they came home and his wife was like, Ray, you forgot to mention my name.
Oh no. His wife told another person who was also in the house who went to the graduation and said, did you hear if Raymond mentioned my name? And she was like, yeah, I come to think of it, he did not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So do you I don't know what you are picking up, but it appears we like to watch Everybody Love Raymond. It appears that is two of my favorite shows, Everybody Love Raymond and Something Sanford. Yeah. So we are back to respect.
Back to respect.
Yeah. So what we are saying is that know what hurt your spouse and find a way to.
Yeah, and actually disrespecting your spouse, you are disrespecting yourself.
Wow.
Because you speak anyhow to your husband, and then at the end of the day you go and sleep on the same bed.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. With him or with her.
With her.
Yeah. So respect. If you respect yourself, then you respect your husband. Choose your words carefully. Yeah. If misunderstanding comes, choose your words carefully. How you confront him or how you confront her. It is very important.
Preach on, sister. And what does the Bible says about that? The Bible says that women should honor and respect their husbands. And the Bible also says that husbands dwell with them according to knowledge. Give honor to your wives. So it's the same way. It's the same way back and forth. So what we're talking about today is that one thing that really, really important is that your spouse know that you respect him or her. I think that is key, that I know that you respect me. Because sometimes if I know that you don't respect me, if that becomes my psyche, it disturbs the relationship.
Yeah, and sometimes it's not even what you say, but it's what you do.
But
that will show if you respect me or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just what you say, but your actions. Your actions is speaking other than your words. You know. So let's talk about how does disrespect damages relationships.
Greatly. Because so it would be like, why should I even bother? Yeah. Whatever will come out of your mouth is going to hurt me.
My goodness.
So it will be like, no, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's just leave it.
Leave it.
Yeah.
And when we leave it, we haven't solved the problem.
We haven't solved the problem.
You know.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we don't create a distance between what comes to our mind and what we say.
Yeah.
So can we just learn to sieve what we hear when we're talking to our spouses? Because once we disrespect our spouses, when a man disrespects a woman, how does women feel?
Feel useless. That you don't amount to anything. Yeah. And sometimes it's very shameful.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that the man that I'm married to doesn't respect me.
I feel nervous when you say that.
Yeah, so it's like, why am I even here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very, very important that even when you are angry and you know that the words that is going to come out of your mouth is going to be something that will disrespect your spouse, I think you should calm yourself down before you say anything.
Yeah, calm yourself down. And the same thing for us as men. If your wife doesn't respect you, like I said, if you are by yourself, you really feel your manhood is gone. You don't have any sense of man inside us. And I think that if wife and husband will both understand that's what we call intent and impact, how we are impacted by disrespect, we will both have to have strategies of how we relate to each other. That is critical.
Yeah, and also remember that you are there for each other. You have to always remember the first time you met, or the Bible will say your first love.
First love.
Yeah, how did we relate to each other? If we were disrespecting each other, then we wouldn't have married.
Exactly.
But we married because we enjoyed each other's company. We talk respectfully to each other.
That's true.
So once you are in the marriage and things starts to go south, then remember.
Go back for it and take it.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, some time ago I heard a song. Can we go back to the time when love was strong? I don't know what I'm saying it right, but what you're saying is that go back and pick up those times when love was good.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what it is. So we just wanted to come your way and show you a few things that maybe it will help somebody.
Yeah. I hope it does help somebody. We are all in this journey together, and God is our helper.
Yeah,
God is our strength. Yeah.
He is. We have to learn, read books, attend seminar, be intentional in your approach, and show some respect.
Yeah.
This is Kwame Frimpong Life Coaching.
Yeah.
Coming your way. If you have any suggestions about things we can talk about, please let me know. I'm a marriage and family therapist and associate licensed professional counselor, and we want to cover so many things that will help marriages become the best it can ever be. Send us comments, send us things that we can talk about, share this information. Help us help the world. Thank you. And
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. God bless you.
God
Bye.
bless.